Generic greetings and welcome to Warpips. Today's beverages: a very nice pomegranate and kiwi juice drink with other citrus flavours. Very tangy indeed. So welcome, I guess, back to Warpips. This is a push-pull war game where you have very limited control over your units. It's more about selecting your units pre-battle and about the timings in deployment and attacking and spending your upgrade points in the right way so that you can make your way across the battlefield and destroy the opponent's base. I have played it and displayed it on the channel in the past, but not for quite some time, and I've been wanting to get back into the game and see some of the new stuff, so this is basically that. So let's just go over to game and we'll play a little bit of this. We're going to go with the conquest mode and just overwrite whatever save we've got going because I have no idea what that is, and then we have difficulty of private, sergeant, major and general. I can't remember what those are. In fact, that might even be a new thing, and sadly it doesn't at the moment tell me what these are. The game is in early access, and I think this is one of the things they're wanting to do, to show you what each of the difficulties do. So yeah, hopefully that's sooner rather than later. But we're going to go with what I'm going to assume is the air quotes normal difficulty. So private will be easy, it'll be like easy, medium, hard, and then general would be like your very hard or impossible / Iron Man mode. I'm going to go with Sergeant, and we'll see how we get on. So, connection established to the main map, and you can create your army, so you can customize the colour and like the symbol that they've got going and such. Good grief. Yeah, so I think we'll just go with, I like the idea of that tower there, and you can select like the enemy colours as well. So we'll select the enemy colours as, say, red, and we're going to be in the yellow there, and you can change the name if you want to, but that'll be okay for our default. So the way you win is by going from where you start, which is this star, over to the flag over there, and then defeat the opponents. That'll be nice, and we do that by working our way through these different operations. So we've got Operation Honourable Staircase, Operation Misty Perfume, and Operation Smelly Rocket. Not ideal. And each one of these will have an enemy lineup, so in this particular case a pistol pip, a warfighter and a shotgunner, and we'll gain rewards. Warpips, a tow turret, I think that's new, and an oil barrel, and you also gain combat coupons and warbooks to buy units as well as upgrades as well. Don't think there's any more upgrades since I last played. I've always said that I would really like more upgrades for variation, and also maybe army focuses, so like this army is like specifically focused on, there's heroes about like Tanya. More heroes would be nice to see, as well as like different focuses for the opponents, but maybe beyond the scope and idea of the developers there. But nonetheless, let's have a quick look at what we're going to do. We're going to check out probably, I like the idea of checking out Operation Smelly Rocket, because they only have basically blokes, and I think we can probably deal with that. If we go to loadout, it'll show you the size of the map. So it's a 100-meter map, it's a 6-minute duration, so after the 6 minutes we basically get a massive wave and will be defeated. And then you have the enemy spawn wave meter, so it goes from green, which is like very light spawning, over to dark red, where it's lots of enemies spawning, and then followed by this sort of hashing area where you've got like a big wave coming at you. So that's obviously some cause for concern. We have the loadouts on the left. So we've got pipsqueaks, warpips, tacticians, and heavy gunners. I think the pipsqueaks used to be called like mercenaries and something. I think they were. Basically, one of my favourite units, because you used to spam loads of them. They're really cool. You've also got barbed wire and landmines, so support equipment. I'm going to go with, I think, a warpip, and also a tactician, which helps the other people around you. So that's a decent setup, I think. Obviously, you could just completely spam your entire list, but the whole point is to keep your equipment, keep your loadout as lean as possible, so don't overdo it. I mean, you can, and that gives you more options. However, the less you take, because regardless whether you use it in-game or not, you will lose it. So it says we have one of these heavy gunners. If we place it in this list, we don't get it back. We may get it back from the rewards, not in this particular case, but yeah, you use it. So I don't think we're going to need it, so we're not going to bring it along. Anyway, let's click deploy, and let's see what happens. So establishing uplink to the battlefield. And hopefully it's not Battlefield 2142. Throwing shade there at, yeah, punching them while it's down. Not played the game apart from the beta. Didn't like it. Anyway, starting off, and we have on the left-hand side our sort of truck, and on the right-hand side the enemy as well. So they're going to spawn stuff, and then we're going to spawn stuff. So we can spawn this guy here. There's a timer for the tactician, but we have 3 of these upgrade points, and we can use them to either advance our unit rank, get more money, or increase our pip supply, and that will allow us to have more units. At the moment we can only have 1, 2, 3 before we're maxed out. I'm going to use these points to upgrade our rank, because if I hold right click here, it says the Warpips. It's an essential rifle pip, the backbone of your army. However, when we get to the first rank up, which we've just done, it increases the Warpips accuracy by small amounts. The next one is master, that increases the Warpips range by a small amount. So I prefer to go for the upgrades first if possible, although if you do want to go for a spam build, then please be aware that is totally possible, and indeed quite a decent one to do. So I've just got our tactician. A support infantry calls down artillery strikes and buffs the accuracy of pips around them. I've also got backup, which is slightly reduces the delay between artillery strikes. The next level is greatly reduced the delay between artillery strikes. So they're basically the artillery pip, essentially, as far as I can tell. There's some more points which I'm going to use to get myself another tactician, because I want to start artillery striking. Let's see if they're going to call in anything. We also have on the left a button to tell them to take cover, which will also increase their range and defense. And then you've got an attack here, which makes them rush forward. So this is your fine controls, essentially. And yeah, it allows you to rush forward, and then you get extra speed and weapon accuracy. But to be honest, we've already won. We've already won this map, because we were attacking the enemy base, and there you go, the depot's gone. Wow, that felt far too easy. Maybe this difficulty is the new easy, or maybe there's been changes in it. Who knows? Maybe we just got lucky in our deployment. The fun's in finding out and rediscovering the game. So Warpips, tow turret, and an oil barrel is what I've got. So I took 2 units, and I've got essentially 3 back. I know one of them isn't a unit per se, but at least we've got that back. So now we have access to a kaput plane, or the ambiguous thermometer. This one here, I should point out, is like a bigger fight. This is the sassy apple, and they've got loads of stuff on their side, but we gain an extra life, which is good. I think we start with 4 lives, and then lots of other random upgrades. I'm going to go with, I want to get another tactician. So is there a way we can get any tacticians? It doesn't look like it. What I'm going to do is go for maybe this one's pretty good, Honourable Staircase, and then that gives us access to this one, which might be okay. So we're going to go with Operation Honourable Staircase. It's a 165 metre map, 12 minutes to defeat this, so we want to have units that are quite quick. I'm going to go with a Pipsqueak, because you can just spam them, but also these don't cost anything. So you notice that this one here, this tactician, is 50 generic units of currency and uses 1 supply, whereas these guys don't cost anything, they just use 1 supply. So if you just take those, and I've learnt this the hard way, you will not fare so well. I'm going to go with a Warpip and some barbed wire, I think, because we are versing, warfighters and pistol pips. The barbed wire, basically vehicles can crush it, but anything else that goes through it, infantry-wise, will take some damage. And because this is a big map, it might be a decent push-pull for us. So it's actually like more of a nighttime thing with it raining, so I can't remember that being in the game previously, but cool. And let's start. So once again, I'm going to go with straight away 3 upgrades, and I'm going to place my barbed wire in first. The reason for that is, you notice these points are in red. That's because we haven't got up to that point. You have to physically get up to that point in order to have that spawning. So yeah, that's why we can't do that. So I'm just going to place the barbed wire in here, and I'm just sort of spawning these guys just so we can, crack on with getting some points here. And I've already got to the first level of upgrade, which is good. And oh, these guys are running away. See, they were getting shot there. Don't know if you saw, they were getting shot there, and they took cover behind this crate. There's the grenade out, and boom, directly on target. Well done, well done. And I can place some more of this in. And 1, 2, 3, so I can spawn, and then we'll get another one in. So obviously these ones are free on the left hand side, whereas the other ones do cost. But we do have the ability to spawn this in, and I'm going to go with more Warpip spawning. So defeating this, and what I'm going to try and do, actually, looking at our complement, I think it would be possible to defeat them before this first wave, and if we don't get there, we'll certainly do it before this big one. So I'm going to press the attack button, and that gives us extra speed and extra accuracy. Not going to probably bother with buying any. I'm not going to probably buy any more barbed wire, but we are going to get to the enemy base now, although we are taking cover behind a red barrel, which, as we know, will explode, although the opponents have have taken that as well. We don't exactly have a monopoly on exploding, and yes, we are able to hopefully get this in a win. That barrel's going to explode, but they've also been taken out as well. So, good little push-pull there, mainly just pushing towards the opponent and defeating them. That's pretty good. This enemy army strength, by the way, the more you defeat the opponents, the stronger they're going to get. So, if you defeat everything on this island, it's going to be harder on the last fight there. This bar represents the enemy's difficulty level. As the bar increases, the enemies will send greater numbers of units against you on each map. If the bar is filled completely, the enemy units will turn into super soldiers. The bar increases each time you successfully complete a mission. So maybe that's why it's a little bit easier for me at this stage. Anyway, we're going to go with Operation Kaput Plane. And we'll go with, what do we want? 85 meters, so I'm probably going to go with just a standard war pip. And also, I think we're going to run mines. We're going to try out mines, because why not? And we'll deploy there. As I said, trying to keep this quite a lean deck and save up all of these options. The next fight is probably going to be that big fight on the other island, where there's going to be a lot of enemy variation. So here we go, loading in, and let's see what we can do. So we'll have to go for upgrade, 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 and mines. I can place mines all the way along here. I'm going to spawn someone, because hopefully they go down the south, and then I can spawn mines further along, but we'll see how we get on. Yeah, because you can see I can spawn mines around here, but only in places where I've had where we've had like coverage before. So we've already taken out a couple of Warpips there. That barrel is about to explode, so hopefully they won't, stand behind it. In fact, they did in fact stand behind it and are now dead. But we have, what a shot. We have defeated the opponents without any great difficulty there. Let me just place a mine in here, and also probably spawn another Warpip. Obviously, we are also getting hit by this big wave already, so there's no point in me trying to attack them with any great seriousness at this stage. So I'm just going to make sure I've got enough defense really to deal with it. This wave here I didn't actually look at. I didn't look at the spawn meter when we're on that map, so that's on me, that one. Just going to see, do we have a mine over there? We do still have a mine there, and we can also place some mines further forward, although yeah, we'll place a couple of them because I think we will be pushed back shortly, although that mine at the top has just paid for itself more in a great way, because it just blew up a huge chunk of the opponent's forces there, and we're actually making progress towards the enemy base. I'm not overly confident on our chances here, but yeah, the mines are once again working, and we're going to go with a full upgrade there, so we've ranked up quite nicely, and I'm just holding defense just to give us extra range, you see. And then mines I'm going to place in and around here, like that, although I can't afford them yet. We'll go with more spawns and another mine there. This is going to blow up a couple of the opponents in a second. No! They walked straight past the mines. No! That's not what we wanted, although that vehicle did not get past the mines. But you can see we've still got lots of spawns here, so this is a bit concerning actually. You're noticing that they are getting through, although the mine's just taking that out. What I'm going to do is spend one of our upgrade points on giving us an extra 50 generic units of currency, and then hit the rush forward button to get extra accuracy to deal with all of this stuff that is coming, because I want to get across the bridge basically and get good attacks going. I'm going to place some mines in here. We're going to get some more money to place some mines in and around the place, and some more Warpips, and keep on attacking there. Lots of good shots. Let's get some more Warpips in here. And yeah, this is looking like a pretty good one, because the waves are going to be few and far between around this area where we are now. So this is where we do need to get into the fight. So that's what we're going to do. So telling them to force the attack, more units, more better is, I think, the case here. They are actually focusing a lot of their attention south, which is fine with me. This truck is almost defeated and will be defeated shortly because we are charging forward. Oh no, that's just blunted the attack completely. There was a barrel there, and yeah, the guys thought it'd be a good idea to stand behind it and then die, because they're really smart, these Warpips, obviously. Yeah, they took cover behind explosive barrels, so we now the attacks are going to ramp up, so this is not ideal. So I have a choice of whether to wait after this big wave here, or do I risk it and keep moving forward? I'm going to risk it. I think that's the right decision, to move forward, because we've got good cover here, and I can see the Warpips are taking cover, and I can keep telling them to spawn and get across that bridge, and we'll be able to hopefully take out this vehicle here, because it's going to deploy, and there we go, it's now gone, and that should be us defeating the base there. Yeah, that looks to be fairly okay and job done. If we didn't defeat it on that little tack there, they would have pushed back with that heavy wave, and we would have had to sort of weather it out. But I think we would have successfully done that. So we've got a tow turret, a base defense turret, and a heavy gunner. Very nice. Okay, so we have the Operation Embarrassed Highway, Operation Glibworm, Sleepy Pocket, but Sassy Apple is the main one. So, what have they got? Warfighters. A gas pip. Shoots low damage AoE gas grenade. Does not damage vehicles. Who has pistols, barbed wire, landmines, and guard towers. Okay. Let's... Oh, 165 meters with a 15-minute timer. And look at this. It's just red everywhere, practically. So, let's see what we need. We're going to take a Warpip. We're going to go with a Tactician. We're going to go with a Heavy Gunner. We're going to go with a Base Defense Turret. And... you know what? Oil Barrel as well. Followed by... Do we need mines or barbed wire? I'm very tempted to take the Kamikaze drone. Launches a swarm of explosive Kamikaze drones. Yeah, this is going to clear me out, but I think if we win this fight, we'll get a lot more back than what we've spent. That is my hope, but let's see. So this is a slightly different one. We can see we've got our deployable building thing there, and they've got like a huge radar tower, but we've also got a defense turret. So let's see how we get on. Going to go with the upgrades naturally, and just spawn 3 sets of Warpips just to work our way forward. They are spawning, and I'm not seeing... Oh, sorry, they've got a defensive tower up there, and they've also got mines around here and mines around here. I can't... Can I focus on the mines, is the question. I can... Yes, I can shoot the mines, but I don't know if it's going to work, because it's... Yeah, it's not hitting the mines. The way it works is you've got a certain accuracy, and your gun has like a heat meter, and yeah, we are using that up. Let me just go for some more of these. I'm trying to take the mines out, but it's not working, and the gun's now overheating, so that's now got a cooldown, sadly. But we are still holding off the opponents, and obviously this is the big wave here that we have to worry about. Let me go for more upgrades, more money. Let's get a Tactician in to start calling down artillery. Luckily, I've just noticed that their guard tower up here has been destroyed. But whatever we do here, whatever we defeat, it's not going to really matter much because, well, quite frankly, when we hit that mine, there's going to be a massive explosion and all my guys are going to disappear. Like there, for example. And, oh, there's actually another mine there, so there's lots of mines. Right. Okay, let's just keep going for upgrades. I'm going to select the gun here, and it's only got a 50-odd% accuracy, but it is doing the job, and I've just managed to overheat the thing again, because, well, just really good at doing that, apparently. Also, I'm going to attempt to get one of these heavy gunners. Yeah, and get a heavy gunner. Oh, there's some gas there. I don't know if you saw the gas just appearing, and we're going to get the big spawn now. There's the heavy gunner. Whoa, I was going to say press defense, but I think they hit the mine. Oh, wow. The heavy gunner is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's just tell them to attack. And I can use my drone strikes to strike at the mines. But it didn't seem to have done anything. Drone strike there. Will that take the mines out? It did take the mines out. That's what we want. But we've sadly lost, yeah, all of our units. But now, we've got no more mines to deal with. Good. So, we'll just wait until we are in a position to shoot. And what I'm doing is taking these out, making sure the gun doesn't overheat. And when they get close, 1, 2, 3... spawn all of these, and then they're not going to last much longer. And go for a big attack. They've got a heavy gunner coming in. Don't want to fire too much because obviously it's going to cost me. It's okay, that's working out. Let me get some more Warpips and tell them to attack. So you can only have a certain amount of units as well. So you can only have maximum of 3 of the support guys. So, and 4 of the heavy gunners. We're managing to work our way through, but that gas is really causing us some issues. I'm going to spawn a drone there. And, oh, what a shot. As soon as it hit that fuel barrel, it was job done. I can't shoot their base, which is totally understandable, but why are the guys retreating? Oh, they retreat because they don't have any support with them, so on their own they're fairly useless, so they do tend to retreat. But I'm fairly confident we'll be able to defeat these now. Although that gas is what's really hindering us. I'm just telling them to go on defense for now. Go on defense, and now they're gone. Now we can attack. I want to get some more heavy gunners. Actually, no, let's go with 2 more Warpips. Just maybe more units is better. Just going to spawn a drone. Take that truck out. It didn't take the truck out. I'll spawn another one. Then one over here. There we go. Just trying to take them out as best as I can. Surely now, with this force, we should get in. Yeah, it feels like we're going to be able to do that. And remember, we're still actually on this big wave, which is curious. But we are able to get our guys attacking. Although I think, yeah, the attack has been blunted somewhat. And when I say blunted somewhat, I mean it's failed. It's not worked out. But we can regroup. We're only a third of the way through the game at the moment anyway. So progress still being made towards the base here. We've got 1, 2 of these heavy gunners followed by some support. I'm just going to spend a bit of money to drop a drone on here. Drone strike, as it were, right in the middle of all his opponents. Sadly, this guy has decided to take cover behind a lovely red barrel, which, yes, as we know from tropings, that's going to be a big boom in this, probably sooner rather than later. I'm going to go to the defense gun, and sadly, yeah, the accuracy is really poor, so there's almost no point in firing it, and I've just made the gun overheat. Anyway, we've taken cover also in the middle of nowhere, and surprisingly taking cover in a gas cloud. So yeah, almost, yeah, actually right, that wave now is finished. So we've finished this big wave, so we now need to defeat all of these guys and then probably rush forward. That is the best course of action. I'm going to do a drone strike and hopefully hit. Yes, we hit the vehicle, but it didn't destroy it, so I'm going to strike at the front, which is not only going to hit. Okay, I don't know if you saw what happened there. I hit the truck and the explosion knocked the barrel over here, which then blew up and all the debris rained down. That was interesting. Back over to spending some money, more money, which means more Warpips, and this feels like a good time to attack. So continuing on with the strikes to try and blunt their advance, and it means we can obviously continue attacking and just use the gun here and keep spawning Warpips and keep moving forward. We're on level 22, but obviously their structure is already at half health anyway, so that's pretty good. I'm waiting here on the drone just to spawn some drones to try and take out. Can I just attack the... sadly no, you can't. I was going to say, can you attack the main structure, but you can't, and that is a lot of Warpips, and that should be a win. Boom, and there it goes. That is the main satellite dish destroyed, and that always reminds me, that blocky structure with the big dish on top, of GoldenEye for some reason. So we've got a extra life, we have a oil derrick, we have a stim pack to heal our infantry, we have another base defense turret, which is what we used, 2 snipers, which is really good, 2 Warpips, which is excellent, and some shield pips, and also, wow, no extra wall books by the look of it, but establishing uplink now connected, we have defeated this this sort of big wave there. Let's go to the arms dealer. We've got 9. I can get a sniper or a stim pack. I mean, neither really. I'm going to go for maybe some upgrades as well. We've got barracks, which is all infantry get a small health boost, or infantry get better magazine capacity. I think we'll go for a health boost and also a maybe, if we save a little bit, increase small health boost. Now let's go with 50% extra ammo capacity. Okay, brilliant. So we have a decent loadout. We have Operation Misty Perfume, Operation Mammoth Train. Yeah, there's lots of things we could go for. I mean, I'm of the opinion we should maybe clear this and then go forward, but who knows? A gas pip, which we get snipers and warpips. You know what? I'm gonna pick this one here because then we'll get choices. Loadout is 165 meters, so I'm gonna go with a warpip. I'm gonna go with a sniper pip, and I'm gonna go with. You know what? I think we can defeat the. I reckon we can defeat this with just those two. And now I will eventually overstep the mark on this one and get it completely wrong and be defeated. But we do have. Well, we started with four lives, so 4 retries. We've just gained another one from that mission. So yeah, let's see how we get on. So 1, 2, 3 level ups, and we'll spawn 3 of the warpips there. You can see the sniper. This is a bit different. Sometimes the units have a time cooldown to spawn them, whereas this guy we need to get a certain rank, and I think it's the first rank. Let's just see how we get on anyway. So we're trying to defeat the opponents, but they've got a really good defensive position and also enemy waves coming in as well. So let's just spawn these guys. We've got shotgunners and these gas guys. Let's just go to the first rank up, and I think we need to get to the first rank maybe? Not entirely sure, but let's just continue on. At this stage, obviously, we've got this big wave, and we're really just having to survive it. That's all our objective is. But as long as we can keep defeating the opponents and keep spawning and ranking up, that is my main goal here. I don't anticipate being able to defeat them at this stage, especially when they've got good cover, and also the cover that we have is currently getting hit with lots of gas. So it doesn't matter how good this cover is, when it gets hit with gas, they're going to slowly lose health, and yeah, it's just gonna go that way, isn't it? I'm actually gonna save. Do I save the money up until I can get 2 warpips in a go? I think no, not yet, because we're attacking down the bottom there. I see it like the gas thing. It's a very subtle animation, but it like sort of breaks in the middle, and then you put the extra like grenade in there, and oh, look at that. That's horrible. Horrible place to spawn that. And these gas pips are really problematic. This is actually why I took the sniper. Excuse me. That's why I took the sniper. I wanted to be able to snipe the enemy from long range. But obviously what's actually happened is I have not yet got the sniper. But I'm going to spend... Oh, good grief, this is bad. I'm going to spend... You've got an emergency option, basically, where you can... remove one of your supplies to allow you to gain some more cash. And... Oh, cost a combat point to advance that door. Right, I think that was... Was that different from last time I played? Either way, we can get snipers now. I just need to use one of our advancement points. So there we go. We now have sniper pips unlocked. But we've also got decent moving forward now. Just keep attacking. That's good. This is good. And we've got the money to spawn a sniper shortly. And we're also leveled up. So all these guys have got shotguns. There we go. Now we're getting snipers. Brilliant. And there's their gas pip. But we're spread out now. Them gas pips are actually fairly armoured as well, which is something I didn't realise until about now. There's the sniper moving up. I want to spawn another sniper, but they're 85 points apiece. Oh, there we go. There's the sniper. So they're taking cover. Oh, they're taking cover, and they get this laser sight as well, which is really cool. Let's just bring these guys up. Oh, wow. Snipers are much better than before. I think they've changed snipers since last time I've played it, because these are brilliant. But looks like they do pull back if they've not got like any defense in front of them. Looks like they do pull back. But we really need to defeat them now, because if we don't defeat them now, we're going to get this big wave. I'm not overly confident, if I'm honest. Let's see what happens. Well, we are hitting them. And the snipers will be able to take care of these guys, but we've lost the pips again. This is our last attempt. I don't know if we can defeat this. Come on, rush forward. This is the last little push now. Keep going. Keep attacking. Because otherwise... Oh, there's the gas pit. That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, and now we're going to get the big wave. Yeah, this is bad. Unless they get in now and start flinging those grenades in. Come on, start firing. Yes. Yes. Yes! Okay, that was... that was more difficult than I thought. More nerve-wracking. Okay, difficulty... Okay, fair enough game. Game's starting to punch back. Good. And we have barbed wire, sniper, and warpip. So we've gained a sniper and 2 warpips. That means we're just... that we're on evens there. So overall, net profit is 1 warpip, 1 barbed wire, 10 combat coupons, and 40 warbucks. Alright, and that now gives us options to advance to almost any part of the map. We can go for this Operation Scarred Train. Interesting. And good rewards. But then we've got all of this stuff as well. Either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Warpips. There's sandbags. I'm actually going to buy those. I'm going to buy those because sandbags are really good. Obviously for taking cover, as you may imagine. I don't know if I want to pay 3 points for that. But for upgrades wise, we're on 40 points. We could get an arms dealer. Additional arms dealer slot. You've got vehicle bays. Salvo missiles before reloading. Heap a shot on base defense turrets or improve base defense accuracy at range. That could be good, using base defenses. But I think maybe increasing our... getting a bulletproof vest. I think that's probably the way forward. But anyway, that's been a bit of Warpips. Very much enjoyed that and really getting back into it now. Yeah, I might continue on doing some more of this. If you want to see more, by all means, let me know, and we'll see how we get on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other operations that we can potentially do before going towards the opponent. The last sort of Operation Hallowed Air, which is the last bastion of this enemy on the island. I think you've got another couple of islands after this. But either way, that's been a bit of Warpips. If you like what you see, by all means let me know. If you want to see more, then by all means let me know. I may just do them anyway because, like I say, I'm enjoying this. At least just complete the island. But either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care, and generic partings.